Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video, but today I'm going to be showing you why I haven't uploaded a video. Because I've been developing a game. This is my first game that I've ever made, so it's kind of a buggy mess right now. And it's also programmed in Pygame, which I'm sure probably isn't the optimal coding language, but I only really know Python, so I decided, you know what? Screw it, why not? And yeah, so I think it's turning out pretty good so far. I mean, I've got a lot of features down, but I don't have like a story or anything set into the game. I mean, I know it says story mode, but that's because I have a story planned, just not in the game yet. But yeah, I thought I'd just show off what I was going to do today, or what I've been doing. Not what I'm, well, yes, what I am going to do today, but what I've been doing for the past, I don't know, couple weeks or so. Let's see. My last upload was near the end of January, so about a month and a half since I've truly uploaded. I did do a live stream if you caught that, but it's not important. Anyway, let's get into this, and I'm gonna stop talking so we can get into this. And yeah, so this is what I've got. This is the main menu. This button will not be available in public releases. That's just for debugging. Now I've got credits. It's all made by me. What did you expect? And you got a little quick button that allows you to close it, but I'm not going to do that. But yeah, so you got your title, which is Aberration. Kind of a work in progress, but I think I'm going to end up sticking with that because I like the way I like the ring to it. And yeah, so let's go into story mode. Now, immediately, there's a lot going on screen, and that's because I haven't programmed different areas to put all the enemies and everything. But here we are. And also, all of this artwork is entirely, like, none of this is official or final. I will probably be updating some sprites in the future, for sure, because, like, this walking animation's kind of whack. Let me do it in slower, so you can see that. But yeah, so this is what I have. I've got enemies, I've got a flickering HUD. I don't know if you can see that in a recording, because it's really quick. I was trying to catch it earlier, but it didn't work. But yeah, so I've also got these two structures over here, but I can't enter these, A, for spoiler reasons, and B, because they don't really work right now. I mean, I can walk in, but they don't have functionality at the moment because I've been retooling a bunch of code, and I have not retooled these two areas. But anyway, over here you've got your field of enemies. You've got skeletons, which are these guys. It should be fairly obvious to tell what everything is, other than this guy right here. But you got your slimes, you've got your bat, and if you couldn't tell, I'm the guy in the red, and you've got your cultist, which are going to be the main antagonists of the game, working on the story, like I said. And you've got a little chest over here, which will not be here in the final game. Obviously, this is all just for debugging, but if you go and you open it, you now have a more powerful shield. I should have showed that off before I did that. In fact, I can actually do that. Let's go back in. I'm gonna let these slimes pass. So you can see I've got this wooden shield, and I've got this sword right here. And if you go in here and you press space while over the chest, you now have a shield. Or a more powerful shield, which can block projectiles, but that's pretty much its only purpose. It's like the only real difference between the two shields. But yeah, so that's what you can do. And then if you kill enough bad guys here, let me do that. Let's get this guy too. Give me just 1 second. Also, the cultists are the most powerful thing in this game outside of one of the bosses, but the boss was accidental. The cultist dude was on purpose. And you can shoot range attacks as well, like this. You know, if I had proper aim that I could use. I'm not gonna add aim assist, but also some of this stuff is it's kind of designed to have the look and feel of an older game, like an older RPG. I'm 1 XP away from what I can show you. I'll step in here. You can see, but I can't attack anything. I'm not gonna show what's behind those doors or anything. But oh, you know what? Actually, that shows my point. If you go up here, you can see that the HUD is completely different. This is the old one. This is the new one. And yeah, so I've like the field up here has completely different code, and now a lot of the code that I've used for the player is obsolete and won't work in here. So or is new, and the stuff in there is obsolete. That's what it is. But anyway, let me kill this guy. But anyway, now you get a chest that appears, and if you open that, now I have a more powerful sword. And yeah, so that's pretty much everything I've done. Other than these, I've made these 2 dungeons here. They're very incomplete at the moment, but they have a boss and they've got their main rooms, all that, whatever. And yeah, so that's kind of everything I have, other than I've got some other characters that you can change to. I still have to figure out why they go to, like, the default location. I've got to fix that. But you can go through, like, a list here, and you got different characters. They're all D&D species. So, you know, you've got, let's see, you got your humans, and you've got a half-giant, you've got a mermaid, you've got a minotaur, you've got the centaur, which is, like, a classic staple of fantasy, and, you can shoot arrows. There we go. Yeah. They all have their different strengths, so he's got, like, a big ol' hammer, and he's got his own shield, pretty big one at that, and you've got her, which is, I don't think she doesn't have any abilities at the moment, and he's got a little more health, although I hadn't figured out how to get it to display up here yet. And then this guy can pretty much just switch between a werewolf form and a human form, but he is a very incomplete character, and this character is going to be an elf, but she is not finished. And yeah, so that's what I have worked on, or what I have been working on. It's probably a bit disappointing, but it's one person making, like, a whole game on their own. So yeah, I just thought this would be an interesting little thing to show. And it was originally just going to be a fun little thing. I was going to be like, hey, thanks for being on my Discord server. You guys want this game that you can play? But it evolved into something much more, a lot more than I was expecting. So here we are. I'm developing this game, and I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out so far. But it is nowhere near completion. These are very early, like, alpha build features. You know what I mean? But yeah, you can probably tell, given that this GUI keeps flickering. Also, you can go behind the GUI, which I need to fix, or the HD, whatever, HUD, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so you can just kind of disappear. I think that's kind of funny. But yeah, so like I said, this is what I've been working on. It's nothing too crazy, and I just wanted to get it out there and kind of show what's been going on. Why I've been uploading. I think that's everything in the game. Oh, there's still this. There's the guide. This page needs to be worked on a lot. I still have to add the fact that you can sprint with shift here. And I guess I can show this boss fight, because this is pretty difficult. Like, I accidentally made this really hard, but, you know, he follows you pretty quickly, too. And sometimes he crashes your game for whatever reason. Let me take a look at why that happened. Oh, okay. It's just a problem with the way the swords are rendered here. Let me get it open again. Or how the swords are loaded in. I guess I didn't flesh out that fight enough. But anyway, so that's what I've made. That's what I've been working on. And that's what you have to look forward to. If you want to be able to play some early, like, demo versions of my game, I will have two links in the description where you can go to, and you can see the progress on my game. One is my main Discord server. I don't post updates very often on there, and another is my friend's Discord server where he does, like, some game development stuff, and I'm on there, and I offer updates about my game. So yeah, if you want to go to either of those and check them out, feel free. If you want to see and play some early versions of this game, feel free to go there. And yeah, so see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.